The following contest is a last man standing match, and it is for the WWE Intercontinental Champion. Introducing first from Atlanta, Georgia. He is the current Intercontinental Champion, Cody Rhodes. Hey guys, this is Salvador64 again, bringing you another WWE'12 gameplay. And today, this is a match that I totally want to happen this year in Wrestle Mania. This is probably one of the matches that would actually make Wrestle Mania a great Wrestle Mania. Unlike last year's, last year's was pretty decent in Wrestle Mania. The only match people would actually look forward to was Undertaker versus Triple H. But this match right here, and introducing the challenger from Hollywood, California, he is Cody Rhodes' brother, Goldust. Now, this is, of course, if you guys didn't know, Goldust is Cody Rhodes' brother. He's Dustin Rhodes. Oh yeah, if you were watching like SmackDown or something like a couple of weeks ago, they actually revealed that Cody Rhodes and Goldust are brothers. And this would be one nostalgic match, like especially at WrestleMania, like a battle of the brothers for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, this is most likely to happen in WrestleMania, but I don't know if it's gonna be like a last man standing match. I'm just guessing it'll probably be one. That's why I made this one a last man standing match. Actually, that would actually be pretty good if it was a last man standing match, because then that'll just that'll like promise a really long match, and that's what we want to see. You want to see a rivalry of these brothers. Now, if you guys didn't know, well, how I see it, I see Cody Rhodes as a new Randy Orton. He's just like Randy Orton, but like renewed. I say that because when Randy Orton started wrestling, he was also he was in a stable, and Randy Orton's stable was Evolution. But Cody Rhodes also started out in the stable. Well, not right away, but like later on, which was Legacy, which consisted of only second generation superstars. And Cody Rhodes, like him and Randy Orton, they were both Intercontinental Champions as when they were like just the young superstars. Cody Rhodes is a very young superstar, and he'd be a really great world champion. And of course, you know, that's why if you see some of my videos, you see that I kind of excessively use Cody Rhodes, even though I probably only uploaded a video of him twice. But Cody Rhodes, I don't know, there's something about him that I just really like. He has like potential. He's one of my favorite superstars in the WWE today. Well, as I was saying, Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton are pretty similar. They were built. I feel that they're gonna build Cody Rhodes the same way, as you know, that because like I said, how Randy Orton was once Intercontinental Champion. When Randy Orton was Intercontinental Champion, what he did, WWE made him fight versus legends. Like he was known as the Legend Killer back then. And even though it wasn't that far back, but you know, back then anyways, it seems like a mighty long time, but it's not that long when you think about it. But yeah, so Randy Orton was Intercontinental Champion, and he would be versus like legends and stuff. And of course, Randy Orton would be the heel, while the legends are the face. And in this situation, like, you know, when Randy Orton would fight, let's say Mick Foley, which is one of his best matches, and even in Randy Orton's eyes, he sees that his best match in his whole career was him versus Mick Foley in that Extreme Rules match. It was like I actually thought it was one of the best matches I've seen too. And if you guys haven't seen it, I forgot what pay-per-view it was in. I can't remember, but yeah, Mick Foley and Randy Orton had a pretty good rivalry, and Randy Orton and Undertaker. I'd like to see Cody Rhodes and Undertaker someday, but Undertaker's like, he's an old guy now, you know. His time's gonna end soon. Though I don't know what they'll do with that, but like Randy Orton, though he is the heel and the champion, you know, you think that they will have the legend win, but Like the legend is used for to push Randy Orton, which they're gonna do with Cody Rhodes. What I think they're gonna do, like Randy Orton would always win, like though like making him seem sort of like the underdog just because he's the heel, but you know, in that way like he's just winning the legends, you know, that just makes him seem really badass. And how Cody Rhodes, they had in the very beginning, Cody Rhodes was tag team champions with Hardcore Holly, and what that if I never I think I have mentioned it once that another reason why I really like Cody Rhodes is because I was also a real big Hardcore Holly fan, and you know, and Hardcore Holly had one really badass move called the Alabama Slam, which Cody Rhodes still does today, and that's like really cool, you know, like paying homage to Hardcore Holly. And Cody Rhodes also he betrayed Hardcore Holly after his championship reign with him, tag team champions, and he became tag team partners with Ted DiBiase, then going on to the Legacy. And you know, Legacy it was kind of a waste. It wasn't as good as Evolution, but at least you can see it that like it's a little bit like Evolution. But yeah, Cody Rhodes, you could say that could be added onto one of his legends list. So Cody Rhodes so far has Hardcore Holly, Booker T. I think that's pretty much it. But he'll be facing. I can see him facing more legends in the future, and he'll be a heel. And speaking of that, after Randy Orton was done with his legend killer face, he then became a face, which is what I think they're gonna do with Cody Rhodes too. So once Cody Rhodes is done with his little phase, where he's just like as the heel, like you know, become like as sort of the underdog facing the legends who have done many great things in their past, and you know they'll someday. I know for sure that they will have Cody Rhodes as a face again. You could say that Cody Rhodes was a face when he started out. You know, because he was tag team champions with Hardcore Holly, which is pretty cool. But then he then quickly became heel with Ted DiBiase, who pretty much started out as a heel anyways. Ted DiBiase's been heel for a long time, and you know, finally they make him a face. As a face, he's pretty cool, I guess. He's been better than when he was like his like sub story heel. Well, maybe someday they'll have they'll build Ted DiBiase a different way as a face, and then they build Cody Rhodes as a heel, and you know they'll someday meet again as both, like one's a WWE champion, another heavyweight champion. I don't know. I see that in the distant future, which would be one really cool like moment in WWE history. That's just one thing I'd like to see. And let's see, what was I on to? Okay, I was stating pretty much, if just to recap, Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes pretty much similar. So that's why I see Cody Rhodes as a pretty like he's gonna be a big superstar someday. And you know, and also adding the fact that he's the son of Dusty Rhodes and Goldust's brother, that just makes him that much cooler, seriously. And he's a young superstar, and he's Intercontinental Champion. He changed the Intercontinental title back to its like classic form, and you know, he's making that Intercontinental title actually mean something other than, you know, like at this moment right here, if you guys like look at I suck right here. It's because this is like one of my first last man standing match where I was actually down, because I was trying to make this a pretty cool match for a Wrestle Mania match, which this match probably lasted like 11 minutes or 10 minutes. But yeah, I somehow got lucky right there when I got the bar, and you'll probably see that again. I'm about to lose again, but then I somehow get lucky again. Well, never mind that. So like, just adding the fact that Cody Rhodes is a new superstar and he's been making the Intercontinental title look really cool, you know, that's just like that's like super crazy, because like the belts right now, they don't, like the mid-card belts seem like they're nothing, and back then they had like around the 1999 and 2000 stuff, after the WCW takeover, WWE had a overflow of titles. They had the hardcore title. They had the European title. They had, let's see, anything from the top of my head. They had the other tag team titles. Okay, so pretty much they just had a lot of titles, and and the cruiserweight, the light cruiserweight, you know, that's just like really down. How they had the variety of titles created more competition, and especially how they had a lot of superstars. Now today, like WWE only has like 40 some superstars, but they also have people backstage, and then they have people that they haven't signed yet. But pretty much this is just a summarization of like how cool Cody Rhodes, like, in my eyes, is. Cody Rhodes is like one like, though he hasn't showed much of his potential. Actually, he has, and you know, he's been some cool matches. If you've seen Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes a couple months back, that was one really cool match in SmackDown. Cody Rhodes will have, and I guarantee that Cody Rhodes will have some way cooler matches in the future. And they're already having him in the title picture now for the World Heavyweight Championship. So, pretty much that's it. That's my overall like idea of Cody Rhodes and how cool I think he is. So this is like nearly the end of the video now. So be sure to like this video and comment and subscribe. This is like one of my very first commentaries. I'm getting new to commentaries, so if I suck a little, I'm sorry, you know. And then sometimes I don't feel very comfortable with my voice because I never hear it on the commentaries or on YouTube, so it's just like new to me. It's like new to me. See how I just have speech impediments? Well, that's it, I guess. So see you later, guys.